and elite wide receivers, and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Moving past the 25. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying to beat him to the left. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. On the run, it's Hill. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Across the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Now with a great opportunity opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll pull it down. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The sure hands, it's Hill. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's moving out of the pocket. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Porter. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He's got it. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
he's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And back to the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing it.
The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And they roll the dice, and it... Snake eyes, they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. Shows him the stiff arm. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become...
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So here is the Tennessee offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they can. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt. In the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line. Right?
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means...
It's a seam wide open! Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Leaves it with the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Harrison. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here's the pressure. He's got it down the right side. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Harrison. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Finds his man. It's Green. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make match. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And they've regained the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Toss sweep to the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know that
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be third and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They want to run this quarterback. Running to Green. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
He'll set up to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They score for the big... Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They feed him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line? Great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man. It's Watkins. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. He caught it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll try the run and some room to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pulls it in. It's Jefferson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for a huge play. He's got an open man. Touchdown Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Turning it on. Continues to fight for yards. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The give to the tailback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. grab behind the line. It's Scott. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
With the catch, it's Jackson. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum.